Now, today is Tuesday, February 4. Today is 2/4/4/4/4. 2024 plus 4 minus 1. That's 2025 in case you didn't pick up on what I was saying. And today, I know y'all see the title of the video. I know y'all know what this is about. Now, quick warning. I don't know how YouTube's content moderation is gonna take me watching this trailer. That's why even when I'm streaming it live, I'm just streaming my live reaction to Twitch. Come over there and follow me. Number one. Number two, if the trailer cuts in and out, hey, that's a reason for you to follow this very channel that you're on, because I'm starting a live stream on it. I'm gonna try that out for about a week, a month. I haven't decided how long. See how that goes. So, you know, follow here or go follow me on my Twitch. That being said, let's get to watching. Let's see what this trailer talk about. Already, we go ahead and like, because all day. First off, let me tell you about today. So today, 2 days ago, I seen a bunch of articles, like either that or February 1st. And whenever the last time before yesterday I looked for articles, I'm seeing a whole bunch of articles pop up on my timeline, left and right, articles, tweets, all that, left and right, talking about, oh, new Fantastic Four trailer about to drop in 2 days. New Fantastic Four trailer about to drop in 2 days. So I'm like, all right, I know I'm gonna have to dodge my Twitter for a little bit to avoid as much spoilers as possible. This is me all day, dumping, dipping, diving, weaving spoilers throughout the entire day. And finally, I ain't gotta worry about spoilers anymore. I can just watch the trailer for myself.
Welcome to the Baxter Building.
We make a point.
Okay, what time?
Every week.
Another thing I want to know is, what time period is this in?
Sunday at 7 on the dot, no matter what. We're all here.
Factuals. Yeah, I was just about to say, I just noticed the shit was in 4/3.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Ooh! He looked clean. I'm not gonna lie. I seen some pictures with the thing and like I just scrolled. I didn't look at it. But seeing it right now, real live, let me make sure my HD is turned all the way up. Cause right now, ooh, that boy look clean. That boy looking clean right now.
The judge of that.
I gotta give him props on this one. I gotta hit the clap it up button. This nigga is clean right now. He is clean.
Okay. Is
this better than the one? This better than the one with their genitalia hanging out.
Garlic. Not because it's not delicious. I just want to add a little bit of zip. Okay.
Ooh, wait. They're releasing a movie in July? That's 5. Why not release a movie in 4?
Before we went up the...
I mean, it's kind of like the opportunity is kind of right there to release it in 4. Wait. January, February, March, April. No, my bad. Why not release it in April? And then, so that means they're releasing it in 6 instead of 4.
First time, you couldn't turn invisible. Ben wasn't a rock. The best pilot in the world right here.
Yeah. Best looking, he means.
Ooh, what about Jonathan?
Caught fire.
What about Jonathan?
Johnny is Johnny.
Hi.
Ooh.
And I am right here.
The best healer in the motherfucking game, boy. Wait. The best strategist in the game. And I'm saying that mostly because recently I've been maining Sue. I'm maining Sue so that I can get out of ELO hell so that I'll be able to get that free skin at the end of the season. By the way, if any of y'all know how to joint with the skin works, please let me know. But yeah, I got to gold 3 and I'm checking my inventory. I don't see the skin. Do I have to wait till the end of the season? I've been trying to figure it out, but you know, every time I Google it, I don't get no answers. I'm about to drop a tweet in the Marvel Rivals community, see if I get an answer, but I don't know. Let me know.
I am right here. Whatever life throws at us.
Why is he that high in the sky? His powers allow him to fly that high. Yeah, sure, granted. But that don't mean that he can breathe that high up in the sky. This nigga's not that type of superhuman.
We'll face it together.
Factual. The fuck? Why do they have on
Together.
Benjamin Grimm burning masks? I mean, don't get me wrong. They look hard and all that. Like, these masks and all that look horrible. That's not how Benjamin Grimm looks. The fuck? Anyway. That fucking car. Okay, so another question. Oh, wait. I forgot to put my chair right here so I stand in the right spot. But another question I have. What time period does this take? Well, I have an article that I saw pulled up about that. So actually, that kind of was a stupid ass question. It's gonna be real fun to play as these two on Marvel Rivials. Ooh. You know motherfuckers is on timing about how they portray Galactus in this damn movie, because the last time we seen Galactus on screen, he was a cloud amalgamation type thing. So people really gonna be on timing about this. Another thing I saw, one of the tweets that I did see that was funny was niggas was saying Galactica was in the movie. Haha, we get it. The bitch is annoying. Stop that vehicle every 5 seconds. You can do this. Aww. You can't win them all. Yes, I can, bitch. Shut the fuck up. Don't remind me of my skill issue. Anyway, I don't know. That's kind of a side rant.
As a family.
Family. Yo, I know they're gonna use that F word so many times. It's gonna feel like I'm watching a Vin Diesel superhero movie about him flipping cars, when really I'm just watching a superhero movie about people who throw up bows and go into space and get superpowers. The Fantastic Four. I like this logo too. The first stabs, or Fantastic Four first stabs. I'm not gonna lie. That right there was a fire trailer, because I like how they didn't necessarily, and like I said, if the trailer was cut up and it was weird and you heard me going in and out and it cut to still images of the trailer, my fault. But my overall thoughts on the trailer, I'm gonna mute. Yeah, I'm gonna mute it and just play it in the background, loop it. And if anything, if y'all see a blur over there to that side of the screen, again, copyright, can't do nothing about that. But like, my overall thoughts on the trailer is like, I really love how this movie is going to come out visually. By the looks of it, I like the warmer tones and a more like retro aesthetic that matches the era, like 70s era of comics, because it's weird to describe the design philosophy without like me sitting down and writing it out in great detail. But basically, there was a certain distinct way designed to the way that Stan Lee and Steve Ditko not only designed the stories, but the actual visualizations that go along with the stories, and how the background and stuff like that help tell the story when you were watching these the Marvel movies and Marvel TV shows and stuff like that. So like, I like how this trailer really embodies that, and it really has that aesthetic. Again, like I said, the article I got pulled up is probably going to explain it, hopefully. But my most curious thing is, what the fuck time period is this in? And I can't wait to see how they'll explain when or where, whatever, all this stuff that we're about to see happen, where it fits in the general MCU timeline, number one. And number two, if it's before like Avengers and all that stuff, I'm gonna need a big explanation as to how the fuck did we not know none of this happens. But with the introduction of Kang came a free excuse to be able to do shit like this and just say time travel. So we definitely will see. We'll see. I like how, another thing I don't I don't know if I said this or not, but I enjoy how this trailer didn't reveal too much. It shows some stuff to give us an idea of what the film will be like, probably good, and that's about it. And I feel like part of that is part of the fact that Marvel is slowing down their output, because they got to a point to where in the like early 2020s they was just throwing shit out there. They was just blah, 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 just throwing everything out there, trying to rush stuff out there, get 4 or 5 projects out there and start throwing out sloppy shit. And I feel like by slowing down and taking a step back, they're making better stuff. I didn't watch Deadpool and Wolverine yet. I'll watch it eventually. I'm about to make a name for myself. That's all I know about that movie. I'll watch it eventually. But I heard a lot of people say that movie was freaking great. Basically every Netflix series after She-Hulk, even if it was shit that nobody asked for, like Agatha All Along, a lot of it was pretty freaking good. I know Agatha All Along, I seen a report saying that it got some of the lowest viewership out of everything Marvel ever, even going back to the first stuff that was put on Netflix when they started doing the Street Heroes thing and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and all that. It got the lowest viewership out of all of that, but quality wise it was still pretty freaking good. It had some solid writing, solid character development, so on and so forth. I think that now that they're stepping back and really putting quality into what they make so that we like what they make, so that we'll continue to watch it, MCU's making a comeback. The MCU's making a comeback. Now, to remove that fuck ass blur that's hopefully not there, let's read about how this IGN article allegedly is able to tell us what universe does the Fantastic Four first steps take place in. It's not the MCU. Not quite. I want to know what the fuck source is this based off of. Like, is this an official source or whatever? How long is this? Oh, okay. God damn, it's some linked on this article, boy. What the fuck? I'll read as much of it as I can tolerate. As teased by those earlier images, the First Steps teaser fully reveals the 1950s inspired retro-futuristic world the film is set in. I think that's a decent name for it, retro-futuristic. Because like that's the style they was going for, what they thought futuristic technology that we have right now would look like back then. Because like what I'm doing now is essentially stuff that you would need millions of dollars in a fucking TV studio to do, even at this lower quality level than like Good Morning America or whatever. It would still take thousands and thousands and millions of dollars to have the equipment to do half of what the fuck I do. And for me to be able to have that all in my house for about or a little bit less than $1,000 sounds pretty fucking good to me. In terms of how much we've progressed, but this is not about how much we've progressed. This is just about the point of what they thought it would look like now. World the film is set in. Clearly this isn't the prime MCU or sacred timeline, to use TVA terminology, we've been following for 17 years now. 17? 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh yeah, it has been 17. Because this is 2025 and in 3 years, 2028, and the MCU started in 2008 with Iron Man and the Hulk. Niggas is old, bro. I remember when Marvel came out, I was a jittery, bro. My voice couldn't even be like deep or none of that. I ain't know how to do none of that, bro. The MCU came out right after the iPhone 1 release. That's how fucking long the MCU has been around. The iPhone 1, that's crazy. The iPhone 1 is a year older than the MCU. That's freaking crazy, because that came out in 2007. Since the universe pretty much looks like our own, just with a lot of more superhero battles. As with last year's Deadpool and Wolverine, we've got a new MCU film not really set within the MCU. This one introducing an entirely new universe. We're not sure what year it is for the First Steps gang. It's very likely It's simply 2025, excuse me, or thereabouts, just in a reality where the visual style has stayed firmly rooted in what we've considered in the past. In the teaser, we see Reed, blah, blah, and nigga, we just watched the teaser. This is probably why the idea of a period piece fantastic movie has always sounded appealing. Yeah, because another part of it too is it's really set and, oh wait, I forgot to start the YouTube stream. Let me see. If I can't start it today, then that's GG's. That's a wrap. Yeah, that's a wrap. That's a wrap. That's a wrap. Oh shit. Z. Cancel. Oh, you know what I also didn't do? Boom. CPU limiter. That's probably what's fucking it up. Okay, now we're good. You know what it is? I didn't turn on my fucking CPU limiter. Okay. I should be good on YouTube, right? Right. There we go. Okay, pause that. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. Force it to load. Okay, boom. I'm nice and clean. I'm so fresh, it's so clean. So fresh, it's so clean. All right, anyway. Back to the conversation we was having. I don't remember what I last was saying before I got rudely interrupted and cut off. But it is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't. Going back to this, and indeed was the approach director Peyton Reed, eventual director of Ant-Man and screenwriter of Mark Frost, co-creator of Twin Peaks, were going for with the FF when Reed was going to direct the film back in the early 2000s. At this point, the history of the MCU is way too established to say the Fantastic Four were running around New York City as celebrity superheroes in the 1960s, but the multiverse, yeah, that's the same thing I said. I would need a good explanation for that, but since that's one thing I don't like about multiversal type stories is that whenever they want to introduce something new, instead of trying to find clever ways to introduce those things, they just say, oh, time travel, everybody's a time traveler, alternate timelines is why everything is happening. And it's like, because at first it's cool, at first it's all fine and dandy, but then it gets to the point to where the explanation for everything is alternate timeline instead of just moving forward with the fucking timeline. We'll see though. They have all the past material and the feelings, the years and years of people documenting their feelings on how they feel about the past timelines and the way it was handled in the past. So maybe they'll be able to take that information and do something different with it and only use that excuse every once in a while in scenarios where it best makes sense. The history of the MCU, of course, as optimistic and yeah, because there's gonna be certain questions that I'm gonna have like, nigga, when Thanos was on that motherfucking planet and Doctor Strange, no, it isn't Eye of the Vishanti, is it? What the fuck is it called in Marvel? I just remember something where he starts spinning his finger and he says some shit about Vishanti. But what, like when Strange opened up all them fucking Vishanti portals and everybody was walking through, where was you niggas? Where was Reach going, aha, fantastic, and bouncing all over the place, doing that fucking Oda, goddamn Luffy One Piece body build, punching the minions all across the face? Where was Sue Storm to heal the Hulk? Where was Sue Storm to throw a shield on Iron Man while he snapped? Like, come on now. It's gonna be a lot of questions we gonna have. So I think this is probably 9 times out of 10 not the best approach, but not the best approach in terms of the best way they could approach this scenario, but the best approach in terms of what makes the most sense, even if I don't really like it. Fantastic Four and other decades influence. While the primary aesthetic of the Fantastic Four first steps is inspired by the 1960s. Oh, I misspoke. It was the 60s. 60s/70s. A couple of elements in the teaser come from later eras in the team's history. Among a small group that includes the likes of Harley Quinn and Firestar, the helpful robot Herbie stands out as a comic book character originally created not for the comics themselves, but for a previous adaptation. Yeah, the cartoon, I think. Yes, but yeah, because I saw that in a video in a Marvel Rivals fun fact video. We don't give a fuck about that. Then there's a Fantastic Four costumes in the film. Yeah, because that's one thing I wasn't thinking about while I was watching the trailer. But yeah, those it's one of those things I was thinking about it, but I wasn't like verbally thinking about it. Yeah, those costumes are newer designs. Like I haven't seen those. I'm not like a current up-to-date comic book reader, but from the comics I do know and the panels I've seen and like Comic Storian, rest in peace, stuff that I've seen, I don't remember ever seeing those costumes or those costume designs. I've seen stuff similar like the Future Foundation and like the blue and white costumes they have in Marvel Rivals, but I think this movie started production and all that before Marvel Rivals, so I think those were made in isolation from each other, or they were just based off of the same similar thing. That again, could be something from more recent or more modern comic books that I don't read. No Richards. Anyway. I couldn't resist. Some variation of a blue team uniform, though there have been many redesigns over the years. The classic 60s suits were dark, blah, 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 blah. Word salad. The teaser indicates that the fantastic individuals contained within it are already very well known during the film. That's true, because people were walking in and they already had the suits and stuff like that. Rather than this being a straightforward origin story, as we see not just their fame, but also hear Reed say, before we went up for the first time, mentioning the mission to space that gave them their powers, clearly indicating blah, 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 blah. Obviously, the 4 Retro universe is going to somehow cross over eventually with the regular sacred timeline of the MC universe, aka in Universe 616, but I don't accept that. I'm going with the name with all the 9s. We don't see the Silver Surfer in the teaser, though we know Julia Garner's playing this universe's version. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I wonder why they didn't show that in the trailer. Is that supposed to be something that we're supposed to be surprised about? I mean, if that's the case, surprise rumor, and I already fucking know. However, maybe that's the way that they'll put us on and try and like hint to us like, hey bruh, this didn't happen in the main timeline because it isn't the main timeline. Maybe that's how they'll justify and explain that, because for those of y'all who don't know, yes, Julia is a female and the Silver Surfer originally in the comics and whatnot was a dude. So maybe they'll say, since this isn't the sacred timeline or there's a variation universe, it's a variation Silver Surfer. Maybe that's the one thing that's different, or that's one of the major things that's different. Silver Surfer, the Herald of Galactus, is no longer a dude, it's a female in this universe, but everything else about them is the same, like personality, powers, so on and so forth. However, playing this universe version as Shalabal, because there is more than one Silver Surfer in the comics, by the way. There's like 3. It's like 2 or 3. However, we do not get one shot of them. John Malkovich, who's playing a mystery character. You're not going to tell me what the character is. I don't give a fuck. There are a couple of possibilities that leap, though, including the Red Ghost. Ooh. Okay, so The Red Ghost has one of the coolest character designs. No, not this one. Red Ghost. Yeah, Red Ghost Marvel. The Red Ghost is one of those characters that has one, to me. And like, y'all may say that I'm biased, because to be fair, the Marvel comics I grew up reading were like the old 60s and 70s Steve Ditko era shit, right? Back when the comic books was still under $1. That's the era of Marvel comic books I grew up reading, like old stuff. Like, if you don't know who Rom the Space Alien is, you don't know what Marvel comic books I grew up reading. Designs like this, to me, this was secretly one of the drippiest character designs ever. And you can look at the color scheme. Come on now. You already know. You already know. Even though this is not put together properly. You already know I'm a bit biased when it comes to a red and blue color scheme. Okay, you already know. And like, he, in my opinion, has one of the drippiest like villain designs in Marvel. It's just like, he's such a lesser known villain that he rarely ever gets talked about. But yeah, I hope if they do add him into the universe, that they put that design in, not the other designs you're seeing on that page. That's some of the more modern stuff, but I hope they put that design in. I don't give a fuck about nothing else in relation to the character, but if they do put him in the movie, please put that design in. There are a couple of possibilities that leap to mind though, including the Red Ghost, a supervillain who has a similar look with long white hair in the comics, albeit with no beard. And then there's Philip Masters, aka blah 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 nigga. To be continued, blah 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 nigga. The comic book Secret War stuff, blah blah blah. Okay, a bunch of the rest of this is probably just a bunch of fucking yappage. I don't care, but something I do care to talk about is you Dragon Ball. Wait. Cause I got some shit to say. I got something to say right here. Now you may be sitting there like, yo, bro, the video just started. Why you on bad timing? Look, what you see on the screen, you may look at it and go, oh, that's a good thing. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero breaks the heavens with new sales milestone. Yeah, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. No, it's not. And let me explain why it's not. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero came out. People was just supposed to have fun, chill on a game, play with their friends, and play a little goofy fun game. You know what people did instead on Dragon Ball Sparking Zero? Let me show you. Let me show you what they literally was doing. They was doing this. They was pressing this, then they was pressing this. They was pressing this, then they was pressing this. Then they just start mashing square. Wait. Triangle, square. Wait. Triangle, square. They was going up and down with fucking Android 19 and Dr. Gero going for an hour straight. For an hour straight, that's what they was doing. With Dr. Gero. Either that or they were playing Broly with a character with a fucking unblockable super. Either that or everybody was tripping over their goofy little legs. They hit it, got you trapped in a damn Genjutsu Infinite with lore-wise the weakest character in the damn franchise. He's just tripping over with his present. You blow up. Instant sparking. Tripping over with his present. You blow up. Instant sparking. Tripping over with his present. You blow up. Instant sparking. Tripping over with his present. You blow up. Instant sparking. Tripping over with his present. Instant sparking. You blow up. Or Yajirobe was over there popping. He was over there popping prescription medication going full health. Sitting in the back, camping you, switching out the characters, beating your ass, switch back to Yajirobe, run around, because for some ungodly reason, they thought it would make sense to play the game competitively with no timer. Do you not know about the story of I think it was Subwoofer Man and Bomb Soldier? Do your research, bruh. But Yajirobe stalling, hiding behind buildings, hiding behind rocks, doing that super jump, running around, throwing blade beam. Cartoony ass Popeye ability. Now he got all his bars of health back. How? I say and I bring all those things up to say. All the people who are on Dragon Ball Sparking Zero that got tired of seeing SS4 Gogeta infusions and in Great Ape going, I will break you, pretending like that was fucking Melania or Mog or no, it's not difficult, but pretending like it's Melania or something like that. Like they did all that crying and screaming and fanfaring around this damn game just to hop off of it. 90% of the player base dropped off. Okay. 90% of the player base dropped off. You know what happened after that? 90% of the player base dropped off. You know what happened after that? People are still buying the game, but you know what they're not doing? Playing the game. So I want to ask all the people that's buying Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, all the Dragon Ball Sparking Zero fans. This is a copy of Call of Duty, but pretend it says Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Are y'all just buying a game to look at it? Cause like the sales numbers keep going up, but the player numbers keep going down. So are y'all putting in your credit card information and purchasing this game just to sit there and go, oh yeah, I got a copy of Dragon Ball Sparking Zero? Like, did you hop in the whip? Did you hop in the Niggas that play Dragon Ball Sparking Zero don't have a whip. What the fuck am I saying? Unless they are homeless sexual and they fucking throwing a chick that's a mother of 15, not year old, a mother of 15 different individual children that just need some dick to hold her down from time to time. Unless they driving her car, they ain't got no car. So you hop on a Metro Transit Authority bus or something like that. You ride the bus. You get out. You go to your local mall center or whatever, and you walk into Best Buy, and you go past Best Buy. You look at GameStop, because people who play Dragon Ball Sparking Zero tend to be fucking idiots. So they're gonna walk by stores that have better selections just to go to shitty ass GameStop. You walk into GameStop. You go, oh yeah, what am I here to do? I'm here to buy another copy of Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Yeah, I'm glad to own this. And then you just throw it to the side. You never play it. You don't do nothing with it. I don't even want to read this article. I just wanted to get my jokes off about how the sales numbers keep going up, but the player numbers keep going down. How? How you selling more copies of the game but less people are playing? It's not adding up. It's not making sense. It's breaking my brain, bro. It's breaking my brain. More and more people are buying the game, but less and less people are playing the game. Don't know how the fuck that works, but okay. But not to end my little rant. I wanted to read/see about this. There's no way this motherfucker actually dug with the shovel. Cause I seen the headline, but I didn't know what it was about. But I want to read it. I want to read it on stream and find out. Players have discovered the shovel as a POI item dotted around the map, and they have found they're able to actually dig into the ground with it to create makeshift cover. That's not cover. That's a grave. You're digging your own grave. Redditor blah 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 has alerted the community. Arrowhead failed to make any mention in today's update. They didn't fail to mention it. They said, hey, you want to play Helldivers? Go ahead dig your own grave, bitch. They said, look, we're tired of just letting all you soldiers die on the surface of the planet and just your body's sitting there, your carcass getting disrespected and eaten up by all types of random ass animals. So this is what we gonna do. We gonna give you a shovel, let you dig a ditch to hide in so that the animals can come pound you to death inside the ditch, and that way we ain't gotta bury your body. You already did have to work yourself. All we gotta do is move our leg a couple times to kick some dirt on top of you and call it a day. Now you'll decompose, go back to the earth, and maybe you'll grow some flowers or something like that. Because if your bitch ass is out there dying on the field Obviously, you're not an asset to Super Earth as anything other than fertilizer, bitch ass nigga. Why you should have joined the Emperor, pussy. Why you should have came over to the Emperor's army, the one and only Emperor. If I catch any of you niggas in the comments commit heresy, up nigga, it's up. Something else that's up is not Ubisoft stock. And you know what's the thing about failing companies that always blows my mind? Some people only act good when they're in threat of having something bad happen. What do I mean by that? Because this one I want to put out there as more so as like a general lesson instead of like just me dogging on Ubisoft. This is a genuine gem that I thought of when I saw this title that I wanted to bestow upon y'all. Think about it. When Ubisoft released Watch Dogs how many years ago? Like 11? Let me see. Watch Dogs. Release date. So when did it come out? 2014. Yeah, so 11. So Watch Dogs 1 came out 11 years ago. And in 2025, they got a surprise Steam update adding achievements. I know this because I seen it in the headline. Watch Dogs just added achievements to a game that came out in 2014 on Steam. Whenever somebody's down, that's when you'll see their true best performance. Because they start doing things out of desperation, out of need for survival. They left this game unupdated for 11 years, and suddenly they just, out the kindness, out the goodness of their heart, had a little bit of extra time to do something on the side. So they decided, let's do this on the side because we got a little bit of extra time. No, nigga. You know what's happening? They are broke. They are poor. Every time they touch their pocket starts biting at their hand because it's been empty for so long, it's hungry and it wants something to be in it. Their pocket's hurting. Every time they take a step, it sounds like somebody playing with rocks in a bag, just sound like somebody straight grinding up gravel. Their pockets is hungry. Them shits required. No. Them shits need substance right now. Need it, and they don't have it. And now that Ubisoft is on the brink of death, they're one step away from death's doorway. They're doing anything they can to get in the good graces of gamers. And like I said, I'm not going to read into this article because the article isn't the point. Really, the point is when and why they're doing it. They're fighting to get back in the good graces of gamers because Ubisoft is on the verge of collapsing. If they do, it might be raps for them. That being said, going on to the next thing. Oh. What was that? Okay, cool. All right. What I wanted to talk about was something called multiverse. Now, why do I want to talk about multiverse? Because I seen a retweet. I didn't watch the trailer.